Remember the challenges I addressed in the beginning, how online can be less engaging, less interactive, and less responsive. And by using the Blackboard Collaborate Ultra, it addresses how we can make online education more engaging. And using Padlet, we can make online brainstorming possible so it can be more interactive. And the third one is online education can be very less responsive. So, how might we provide personalized feedback? Well, here's an example of a typical discussion board in my classroom. So, this is a course I taught last year. This is an example of 1 week of posts where we have about 52 participants, 52 students, and there was a total of 365 posts just for 1 week. This is all written text feedback. How might we give feedback to be more real? Welcome to VoiceThread. VoiceThread is a platform that allows feedback to be given in a non-linear way using voice, camera, and text. It's perfect for asynchronous platform. Remember in the beginning of this talk, I did emphasize I was going to share applications that could be applicable for synchronous and asynchronous platforms. VoiceThread is embedded in the Blackboard site and it's also available on your mobile phone. It allows instructors and the students to give feedback in terms of text, audio, and video. And by clicking on these different icons, the ABC allows you to just type in your response as if you normally do through a chat box. You can even call in if, let's say, your microphone isn't working. And since I have many students who are international, they may not be able to use their mic through the internet, but they can call in using their mobile phone. And then you can also do a video response by either showcasing, let's say you have a specific book or file that you want to share that's related to this person's voice thread. You can turn on your webcam, talk to the camera, and showcase or even teach the other student. If you have a notepad, you can write something and just show it onto the screen. And the camera we capture it as if it's a video feedback. And last is uploading a file. So let's say your student has a specific thread and it relates to a different topic or a reference or a different image. You can upload that directly onto this person's thread, and it's another way to give feedback. Think of it as a Word document with track changes. So instead of typing in your changes as you normally would, you would be able to give these changes in these different forms of multimedia tools, such as the voice, the video, uploading a text or image. How do you integrate VoiceThread in your classroom? So you can use that as an assignment or to supplement a discussion board. This is an example of an assignment. I had my students present their model using VoiceThread, and I want them to describe it really briefly, give a 3-minute video using the voice, and the class had to give feedback. It was up to the students to decide how they want to give the feedback. They can give the feedback using text, voice, calling in, sharing an image, a file, or even a video. So here you can see that MS is Michelle. She is the student who designed this model. MC is another student who then gave feedback. Then MS, who's the original student, gave a feedback back to the student who gave her feedback. And then the other students gave feedback, and MS Michelle can insert her comments specifically to respond to the different students throughout this thread. VoiceThread is a great alternative to PowerPoint slide for short presentation for feedback. And I emphasize on the word short because when you have a voice thread, it should be between 3 to 10 minutes because when other people start inserting their voices either by text, video, or voice, it adds to that video. So that 3-minute video that my students made actually expanded to about 20 minutes because all the other students gave feedback, written text, audio, or different elements to add to her voice. So now this is an example of Michelle's model after the feedback. You can see that her model is a lot more sophisticated than the first model, right? The point of using VoiceThread allows students to become a community of learners to give each other feedback so the end product is this collective impact that was made together. The VoiceThread application is also very smart. It's available on your mobile app. For example, once a student imports a model and give each other feedback, I get a notification and I can view their feedback. And I can also give feedback either by text, voice, audio, or video. And students can have access to their voice thread using their mobile application. In addressing this third challenge, how do we give more responsive, personalized feedback? Is by teaching our students to become communities of learners, that they have a responsibility and to be accountable to each other, to learn and to engage in this collective impact in driving change, specifically in public health.